Hello, everyone, and welcome back. As always, I'm your girl, Candy Washington. So, before we dive into today's episode, which is Bozema St. John and Garcelle both weighing in on their thoughts of the scandal of Mauricio being photographed with his now ex-girlfriend, but at the time current girlfriend, which was revealed on the latest episode of The Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. They are giving their 2 cents. Was it retaliation? Was Mauricio unhappy? What is going on? Were they staged paparazzi photos? We're going to get into it, and I'm going to tell you what I think. So before we dive in, go ahead and like, subscribe, and share. So basically, Bo St. John is saying that, Mauricio probably wasn't happy with Kyle running around with Morgan Wade. She was in a sexually explicit music video with her. She's picking her up from the airport. They're getting matching tattoos. They're morphing into each other. They're always together. There's speculation going on. Morgan Wade, Kyle Richards, are they, aren't they? What is the deal? I believe that Garcelle and Sutton and also Jennifer Tilly also echoed that same sentiment of like, well, Mauricio's probably trying to get his lick back. He's been embarrassed. And I've said this actually before this episode aired a couple of videos ago. So I agree with Bose. I agree with Garcelle. I agree with Sutton. And I agree with Jennifer Tilly. I think that Mauricio is on his get back. His wife of 25 plus years, I think she just said that they would have had their 29th wedding anniversary. Even though they're separated, they're still legally married. So he has probably been very embarrassed out here on the streets. Just because she's running around with a woman doesn't make it it might even make it even more embarrassing. Who knows what the case is? If we flipped it around and Mauricio was out here running around with a man and they were getting matching tattoos, morphing into each other, doing sexually explicit videos together, him picking him up at the airport, him doing this, that, and the third, having the entire world speculate on if he is, having a sexual affair with a man on Kyle, I wonder how Kyle would feel. How all of that would go down. Now, this isn't to disregard or dismiss the years of rumors about Mauricio being unfaithful to Kyle, because for decades there have been rumors that Mauricio steps out on Kyle. She seems to have kind of confirmed that, talking about the Instagram DMs, this girl she even referred to the girl from the episode, Nikita Khan, that he was photographed with. Oh, just someone who's gonna like almost like a drive-by, like a hit it and quit it, someone he's going to be with and then she won't be there anymore. Kind of gave me the idea that she was kind of used to these sort of, hit it and quit it girls, that he would, hook up with women, but they wouldn't mean anything. Kind of flings, this, that, and the third. So there has been rumors for years that Mauricio has been stepping out. I think the difference is a couple of things. Number one, I think a huge difference is that Kyle accepted that behavior. You have been married to this man for 29 years. For pretty much all of those 29 years, there have been rumors of him being unfaithful to you. So if those rumors are true, shame on him. But you also have to take accountability that you allowed that behavior. I'm going to stick beside him. My man, my man, my man. Just because you allow someone to make you a victim doesn't mean you get to play victim when it all hits the fan. You have to take responsibility for yourself. So there's that aspect of it. The second aspect of it, which I think makes things different, is the whole Mauricio and Dorit affair rumor. That puts a different slant on the game. There's one thing for him to be cheating with, women of the night, flybys, DMs, whatever the case may be. But to have the entire world speculate on whether or not your husband is having a sexual affair with your best friend and co-star that's a different type of embarrassment. That's a different type of level. That's a different type of playing in my face. 1 second, you guys. And we're back. Okay. Sorry, I had to take a sip of water. Okay. So there's that. But the third part is for Kyle to be playing in Mauricio's face with Morgan is also a different type of disrespect. And so do I think that Mauricio and Kyle will ever get divorced? I actually don't. I think one of two things will happen. I think one, they will just continue to live their separate lives, because of the money, because of legal things. I don't think he wants, a financial forensic account of his business, of the agency, of their lawsuits, of the alleged fraud. I don't think he wants any of that being made public record through the divorce. There's that aspect of it. There's the money. There's no prenup. So I think they might just, live separate lives and have it be that. Or maybe they get back together. It's a better marriage. Or they get back together and they go back to what they were doing before. I don't see them getting divorced, but then again, who knows? Who knows? Who knows? So there's that aspect of it. But I think that during this time where Mauricio has all of the grace in the world, and by grace in the world, what I mean is he is separated from Kyle. He is allowed to date and hook up and do whatever he wants with whomever he wants without it being quote unquote cheating. Kyle's out here doing what she's doing, dipping it and doing it with Morgan. He has every right to do what he wants to do with whomever he wants to do it with, right? So I think that this is his way of getting back at her. You had me out here looking like a fool, clowning on me with Morgan Wade, are they, aren't they? Even to the point where Kyle was having confessionals, this season being like, I talked to, and like crying, I had conversations with my daughters about my sexuality and, exploring, and they just want me to be happy. So you're giving credence to the rumors that you and Morgan are more than just friends by saying that, figuring out who you are and all that stuff. Now, that's not me bashing or shaming or disrespecting anyone who is LGBTQIA. I don't mean it that way. Or who is struggling with their sexual identity or coming out. I don't mean it like that. What I mean is Kyle can't blame the media for creating stories about her sexuality. Kyle can't be mad at Mauricio for getting his lick back by being photographed in an airport with his new boo thing when she is out here talking about, what's going on with her and Morgan. You can't have it both ways. You can't perpetuate something about yourself and then be mad when people echo that same sentiment back to you. That's my point. So there's that. And so do I agree with Garcelle and Sutton and Jennifer Tilly and Bozema, surprisingly, that number one, Mauricio wasn't happy with basically Kyle playing in his face with Morgan? 100%. Do I agree with Jennifer Tilly and Sutton that the photo of Mauricio and Nikita Khan was staged? 100%. What I disagree with them is they thought the Nikita Khan, she's like an influencer, model, actress, all of those things. They thought that she set the photo up. I don't think so. I think he set it up. Or they did it together, but I 100% think that Mauricio called the paparazzi. Mauricio wanted it in the blogs and he wanted all that stuff. I think he's going through a midlife crisis. I think he wanted his lick back at Kyle. I think he wants to, be out there dipping it and doing his thing. I don't think Nikita Khan has the connections to call the paparazzi on herself. And I also don't think she would have done that without his permission, given the power dynamic in that relationship. So I think the call is coming from inside the house. I think Mauricio set up the photo op with him and Nikita in the Greece airport. And I think it was Mauricio who got those photos planted on the blogs. It was his way of getting back at Kyle. You played in my face, I'm playing back in yours. And it was a big statement to the world. We are separated and I'm going to do what I want to do. I'm going to dip and I'm going to do it. And Kyle can't be mad at that. She can't. I mean, she was out here playing in his face for a year and a half. And to Mauricio's credit, again, I'm not ever going to defend cheating or anything like that. But if Kyle, quote, allowed him to cheat or they had an understanding, I don't know what the deal is with them. But we have never seen proof of his cheating. We've heard stories, we've heard rumors, there's been theories and Reddit threads and all of that coming out, but there's never been a photo of him with another chick. There's never been a video of him with another chick until now. So at least if they did have an understanding, he wasn't sloppy and he wasn't throwing it in her face publicly. There may have been speculation and rumors, but we've never had concrete evidence until now, where he, like I said, is allowed to do whatever he wants. So at least there's that. So I want to know what you guys think about this. What do you think about Bo saying, Mauricio wasn't happy with Kyle playing in the face? What do you think about Jennifer Tilly and Garcelle and Sutton saying, yeah, this was all a photo op and all retaliation? And do you think that, Kyle, this is kind of just a taste of your own medicine? You've been playing in this man's face with Morgan for over 2 years at this point. What did you think was going to happen? Or do you think, Mauricio, you actually got a taste of your own medicine since there's been rumors about you cheating on Kyle for decades? But like I said, she allowed it. She allowed it. So, as always, you guys, be sure to like, subscribe, and share. And I will talk to you next time. Bye.